What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into the channel. Film review is back after a very, very impressive win for the Green Bay Packers here in week 1, 27-13, basically 6 over the Detroit Lions. And as this game was ending and we were finishing up the live watch party, I said to you guys, man, I cannot wait to do film review come this Tuesday because, you know, after a big victory like that, it just makes film review that much more fun. You know, it's fun sometimes after like a loss where you see some of the bad plays and whatnot, and you kind of sit there and laugh about it. But man, it feels so much better to be out here and going over some of the terrificness, for lack of better words, for the Green Bay Packers here in week 1. How's everyone doing in the chat? Welcome into the live stream. If you could hit the like button on your way in. I have a ton of good plays today. I got my trusty notepad here written down with all the plays. And if you're stopping by for the first time and just finding this, we do this every single Tuesday where we go into NFL Pro, look at the coach's film, pretty much all the key plays from this game. You know, most good in this sense. Most good today. There's really not much bad in this game. So we're going to be breaking down the coach's film from week 1, Packers versus Lions. Before we do so, I want to give a big shout out to Sleeper for being this year's channel sponsor. And if you see on the to the left of me, I made these picks last night and it actually hit. And this isn't typical for me. I'm not great at making picks. I mean, you guys are probably a lot better than I am. But I made these picks for the Vikings-Bears game. I had Aaron Jones more than a half a rushing touchdown. Actually, no. I just realized it's a rushing touchdown. It didn't hit. I haven't even checked my account. Never mind. I got my hopes up. I thought it was anytime touchdown. And here I am, completely wrong. So it was a rushing touchdown I needed for Aaron Jones, not a pass. That is awkward. Okay, nonetheless, I was close because I had less than 217.5 passing yards for Caleb. I had anytime touchdown for Jefferson, and I had less than 50.5 receiving yards for Roma Dunze. Yeah, you guys can definitely do better than me because clearly I thought I won and I didn't even win. But if you want to check it out and you want to go make your picks on Sleeper, links down in the description. Use code BASS when making a first-time deposit. Get a deposit match 100%. Up to $100. You know, I love using Sleeper for fantasy. I'm much better at fantasy than I am making picks, but I still like to do so. It makes the game fun, especially like last night. I mean, that game was definitely fun, but that's crazy. I thought it was anytime touchdown until I actually just came on here and just looked at my picks again and then realized it was it was rushing touchdown, which we saw Aaron Jones, you know, have a good game last night and had that sick, I think it was like basically a wheel route, just beat the linebacker for a touchdown, and Vikings really turned it on. Really turned it on late in that game. And, you know, that was a fun game to watch. Bears will be Bears. I mean, it's just crazy how they blew that lead. Just absolutely insane. But I feel good, like leaving that game. Like what we saw from the Vikings in the first 3 quarters was not much good at all. And then what we saw in the 4th quarter was typical Chicago Bears. So, like, it left me feeling good about what this division looks like right now and how I really think it is the Green Bay Packers division this year. But, again, if you want to check out Sleeper, they're this year's channel sponsor. Huge shout-out to them. Go check them out. Link in the description. And make your picks for the upcoming Packers versus Commanders game. All right, so let's just actually dive right into this thing. Let me set my screen up real quick, and then I'll bring you guys in and all that. So, Turtles, what's up, man? Go Pack, go! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course, go Pack, go! What a weekend, man. Yesterday was one of my favorite like Victory Mondays in a long time. I'm not gonna lie, like especially week 1 with all the hype going in, all the crap talk. You know, it being the Detroit Lions, of course, just felt so good to just not only win, but dominate. Zach Tom doubtful for Thursday. I would assume so. I think it's an oblique injury, but we have some clips for today. Darian Kennard in the run game looked pretty good. So actually, yeah, let's rotate into this thing. Let's go into the film review, and boom, there we are. So we have the screen up. This is NFL Pro for anyone wondering. I know I usually get a couple questions during the stream of like, how do you see this? It's a paid subscription, but it's well worth it. NFL completely revamped their system. You can search just by player. You can search by plays here, whereas back in the day, it's like you just had the entire game in all 22, and you had to like scrub through it to find certain things. So NFL Pro, they revamped it finally. It looks really, really good. All right, let me get my chat set up for you guys where I can see it so I can read your guys' chat while we're going through it. And let's dive right down into this thing. Appreciate you guys coming by into this live stream. Like I said, if you could leave a like on your way in, it supports the channel a ton, helps with the whole YouTube algorithm. All right, let's dive in. So the first play we have is the Romeo Doubs 20-yard, I think it was a deep out route. This was on the first drive, actually the second play. So we had a Josh Jacobs run for 1 yard. Run was really stuffed decently the beginning of this game. And here's Romeo Doubs catching a 20-yard out route from the outside here. Actually, let me make sure my cursor's on for you guys. Okay, it is. Cool. Cursor is on, so you guys can see my cursor, so I can at least somewhat point. I do have an app that I could draw on the screen, but I actually didn't set it up for today. I'll look to set that up for next live stream. I'm trying to get my chat set up. Sorry, guys. A little bit of technical difficulties. I'm trying a new chat system. I have been the last couple live streams where I can pin your guys' chat onto the screen, and it's just, I'm still working out the kinks. Okay, let's finally get this thing rolling. All right, Romeo Doubs at the top of the screen, and this is why like Doubs continues to, you know, get a ton of snaps and can be that guy for Jordan Love's, because he can beat man coverage very, very well. And you can see it here, slight outside leverage by DJ Reed. And what Doubs does really, really well here is restack the cornerback, right? You'll see it right there. Put a little foot in the ground to the outside, push against his leverage, and then restack the cornerback, and then sell inside. Like, this is what Doubs does really, really well and by the book. A lot of the Packers receivers do this, and they're getting coached up pretty well. Hips, shoulders, eyes back towards the quarterback, right? Look how committed DJ Reed is to this post-in deep stop, whatever he thinks it may be. You know, he's outside leverage, so he's trying to stop everything outside. So if you're a wide receiver against outside leverage, you don't just want to go outside. You're just going to push the cornerback further and further to the sideline, and then you'll have no room to get open. So what Doubs does really well here, should I say, is restacking the cornerback and then selling inside. Hips, eyes, shoulders, snap down, get back outside, even gets the legal contact. The balance of Romeo Doubs here is very, very impressive. And Jordan Love could have put that out there sooner. But again, the pass protection's so great in this game that, I mean, look at Love. I mean, he has all day to throw back here. And he just kind of double clutches it. He didn't need to. Right at the top of this drop, kind of a double clutch there. I mean, Doubs had him beat, but there was also illegal contact. So right there, Love's like, damn, like that doesn't look too good. I mean, Doubs looks like he could fall flat on his face. So that's probably why Love double clutches it here. Fires it to the outside. Nice ball, nice catch. Flag down, doesn't matter. First down. All right, 13-13. This is kind of like, there's a couple misses by Love in this game, but nothing really huge. I mean, this was early on, you know, getting into the groove of things. Love hasn't had a full training camp, only played in one preseason game, recovering from the thumb injury. Okay, sure, he missed in this first drive. I'm not worried about it. So here's that corner route by Tucker Kraft. You're watching him here. Love straight drop. Kraft against, I think it's Jack Campbell, man coverage. I mean, he hasn't beat. He throws his hand up. He's like, dude, come on. Lay it out there. And the thing here is Love has to get it over the linebacker, but he just puts a little bit too much on it. Just a little bit. If he let him right to the sideline there, you know, Kraft is probably catching that, maybe trying to stiff arm Jack Campbell, maybe taking it the distance. You know, Kraft is a fast player. We can actually look at this from the end zone view. But there's not many misses from Jordan Love in this game. So you see Tucker Kraft right here running kind of an inside release back to a corner. And he hasn't beat. I mean, it's not a crazy ton of separation. This would be a very nice throw. Like, this is still a difficult throw to make. I'm not mad at Love overthrowing this compared to if he were to underthrow it. Because if you were to underthrow it, you know, we're talking about maybe Jack Campbell getting a hand on that thing, tipping it up, maybe getting interception, tipping it back to, you know, Brian Branch. So I'd rather him overshoot this and then obviously undershoot it. It's just, you know, just a little too excited to begin this game. So, it is what it is. Love really had an amazing game in my opinion. So, not mad at this one at all. All right, 13:07. Oh, I love this play. So this is the first drive, man. Just so much consistency on third down. I think they were 3 for 3 on third down in this first drive. And there's two things we're going to be looking at here. First, it's Dontavian Wicks and his ability to beat man coverage against a physical corner in Terrion Arnold. And because Wicks has such a great release, great snap down at the top of his route. He's so twitchy. Like I said, kind of like that Devontae Adams feel to him. And first we're going to watch Wicks, but then I'm going to show you something else about this play. First, we have kind of that cheat motion there. It signals that, hey, we're in man coverage here. And it also gets Jaden Reed a free release. But Wicks is on the line and has to work against press coverage and does a really good, diamond release back to the inside. Then see him leaning back to the outside. So he already has Terrion Arnold on his right hip. Then he's dipping his right shoulder into Arnold to signal, hey, I need to get to the outside here. I need to run a corner. And then boom, snap down, get to the inside, use your hands, hand fight, catch, first down on third. Now let's go to the end zone view because this play wouldn't happen without Chris Brooks. Chris Brooks is someone that not a lot of people talk about. If you're just watching the game and you're just looking at the box score, you're like, okay, he's just a third running back. Cool. No, Chris Brooks is our pass protector. And this is why he made the roster last year. This is why he made the roster this year. And a lot of people, I had someone over on X crashing out that Amar Johnson didn't make the roster. I'm like, dude, Chris Brooks was a roster lock since day one. Chris Brooks is the pass protector. Watch how he handles this stunt. Not only does he stop, I think it's Alex Anzalone in the A gap here, right on a direct pressure, just bam, sticks him, right? But then I think it's DJ Reader and Anzalone. So Anzalone's coming here to stick this up, and then DJ Reader's running a stunt loop underneath. Watch Chris Brooks, who, first off, his eyes are in the shoulder pad of Anzalone. Analyze this, switch, pick up DJ Reader. I mean, come on. That's a running back we're talking about. And I will say Josh Jacobs did a lot better in pass protection in this game than he usually does, but Chris Brooks is our pass protector. I mean, this is so valuable to have. This is almost a sixth lineman on your field, and in this play, it is a sixth lineman. It really is. It is so valuable to have Chris Brooks on third down. I mean, we're talking, what is this, third and 10. So, you've Brooks in that pass protecting spot, a little bit above the quarterback, clearly no chance of a run here. You could throw him out for a screen or whatnot, but you have him back here to pass block. And the Lions are showing double A gap mug, and they bring both double A gap, rushers. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 6 rushers to 6 blockers. We have Musgrave getting a chip, or Fitzpatrick getting a chip on Hutchinson, which does a really good job, man. Does a really good job just delaying Hutchinson just a tiny bit. The Packers did a good job against Hutchinson. Zach Tom did too. I mean, he just owned him all game. But very, very impressive here, man. Just having Chris Brooks be able to not only, I would have been happy, if this wasn't a stunt and he's just sticking Anzalone in that A gap. It's cool. Great job, right? But then to analyze that stunt and just so naturally pick up that switch with Sean Ryan, both of them. I mean, it allows Love to stand tall in that pocket, fire that thing over the middle. And again, you see Wicks, right? Right here I was talking about. Lean, snap inside, right? Really, really good from Dontavian Wicks as well. And he caught the football, Last year, he was great in pass protection too. Yes, he was, Jacob. Yes, he was. Chris Brooks is definitely our pass protector in terms of a running back. All right. Let's move to 11:15 because I saw some people say Golden will get his touchdowns. Yeah. So with this game, we only saw 2 catches from Matthew Golden. But like I said in my recap video, it left me wanting more. Okay, says there's no videos available for this play. I know there is because I just watched it before I started the stream. So let me just try to refresh it. And there we go. Cool. So here we go. So Matthew Golden, I forgot how many snaps he saw, but not a full share, but he still got 2 catches. He still got 2 touches, and it made me wanting more, right? We have a little bit of a switch release here. Gives Matthew Golden that free release. The Lions do a very poor job switching off here, and it gets Matthew Golden wide open. This is the newness of the Lions defensive backfield. DJ Reed, a new addition. I think it's Amik Robertson still in the slot. You know, you're in man here. I think you're in man here, but you have to switch this. Like, you're playing inside out. Why would Reed track this? This is just a mistake on DJ Reed here. You have to switch this. And Amik has to also do better here and see the switch release and say, hey, I got to track down on Matthew Golden here. I mean, he's left wide open on this crosser. And it's not even Brian Branch's fault because he's got to play that. He's got to respect this 9 on the outside by Dobbs, give a little help maybe to the inside if Reed runs a post. Matthew Golden got wide open. You know, this is a testament to his speed. Not only that, but the Lions just did a horrible job switching here on man. So yeah, you gotta, when you see that, if you're Jordan Love, you see this happen like this, and you have all this time to throw and allowing this crosser to perfect. And I like here about Matthew Golden, he's running on the line. He's not drifting upfield. A lot of times, like young receivers, they'll start to see this open space and they'll just be like, ooh, let me start drifting up. Then it allows Brian Branch to come make a play on the football. You know, you see him kind of start to, but then he starts to straighten out and then come back towards the football, attack the football. That's what Matthew Golden is really, really good at. So it's nice to see that there. All right, we have 10-13. This is nothing really that happened. I just wanted to show you, like, I was so surprised that Savon Williams even got a touch in this game, and it was on the field on the very first drive. You know, split out wide here off the line of scrimmage, jet touch pass. Empty set, jet touch pass. We'll get this cooking. Wasn't a terrific, block by Rasheed Walker on the outside here. But we'll get this cooking. Savion's a good ball carrier. You know, with the ball in his hands, the guy can make plays. So I was just interested that the fact that the Packers even took this out week 1, gave him a snap week 1 because, he didn't really practice at all. And he looks so goofy. Like, look at the Guardian cap coming off. Like, that looks so goofy. That looks so goofy. You might as well watch it from this angle too, since it already was already ready to do it. But bam, jet touch pass. Get Savon Williams involved, even though it's only a yard. But you're kind of like, for this, I think you're almost kind of setting it up on tape. Like, all right, this is what we have in Savon. Like, we're going to be doing this so other teams see it, and we'll probably come back to it and then have something else to work out of it from that. All right, Kraft touchdown, man. This is such, like, I was about to say Aaron Rodgers throw, but no. Like, it's Jordan Love, and he's made multiple of these throws, so got to give him the credit. But it is like Aaron Rodgers-esque in terms of when he said, if you see the back of his helmet, he's open. And that's exactly what it was. First, you have this here. Packers are trying to see if it's man or zone. Lines don't really tell too easily. Looks like they're in cover 2. Could be cover 2 man. It is cover 2 man. And Love knows, oh man, this is just, you've cover 2 man. You have 2 deep. Where's the open spot here? Right in the middle of those 2 safeties. Tucker Kraft inside release, gets to second level, has Jack Campbell trailing, uses his body to box out Brian Branch. And that's just a missile up the middle, man. That's just a missile. Watch Golden here. I will right after this. I mean, what a throw by Jordan Love. Watch this. Let's put this half speed. I mean, this is just a beauty. First we motion out Jacobs, motion back in to see if it's man. Was Golden open? You have to look at that. We got Kraft inside, right? Dude. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So much like that Texans touchdown to Kraft as well. Great protection. You got Zach Tom holding up Hutchinson. What's new? I mean, you see the back of his helmet? He's open. Ear hole touchdown. I mean, it's crazy, man. What a throw. And just to stand in there and just be like, yeah, I'm making this throw. Watch me. And then for Tucker Kraft, moments after Brian Branch threw his helmet off his head to go up there and catch that on Brian Branch. I'm sure you guys saw the mic'd up. Great video. You guys are saying watch Golden here. Okay, so he's right here off the line of scrimmage. Let's see. Let's check it out. So Golden, again, split release. Oh, my God. Yeah, you are right. Yeah, See, here's the thing, man. Golden ran that corner route to a damn T. I'm glad you guys pointed this out. Because split release, same thing as we saw in that crosser. Lions playing a lot of man coverage, and the Packers had a plan for it all day. He's DJ Reed. No bum. Restacks Reed, right? You're going to put a little bit of an inside because he's got to get around this safety, and then he's just straight up speed to the outside. Yeah, Golden's open for a touchdown, too. We have Wicks open, too. Where's Wicks at? Top of the screen. Lions, for amount of man they played, they sure didn't do a good job at it. Look at the release by Wicks. Yeah, I mean Wicks is open based on like once the ball is thrown, but I think Branch would have made a better play on Wicks here, right there. I mean, he's just reading Jordan Love's eyes and his arm. I think Branch would have been right on Wicks if Love wasn't throwing this to Kraft. I mean, Love made a good call. Golden maybe a little bit more open, but hey, you can't get mad at this at all. All right, 7:52. A little bit of defense now, ladies and gentlemen, because this defense had a damn day. Right? Here's what I want to show you here. This is a negative 2-yard pass. This is on 3rd and 7. This was when Micah Parsons first came on the field. And first, we watch Micah Parsons against Penei Sewell here, right over top. But look at Lucas Van Ness chilling in the B gap, 2-point stance, like a linebacker. Ready? Watch this. First, Micah Parsons beats Sewell inside. Goff has to scramble right, checks it down to Gibbs. And then you see Lucas Van Ness come up with the tackle. But watch Van Ness here, guys. Look at the athleticism here. He's basically playing linebacker, kind of like a, bailout on Tampa 2 almost, kind of fake pressure, bailout, right? Get back, get your depth. All right. Okay, no one's in your zone. Flat running back, go and attack that damn thing, right? Nixon, I think, misses a tackle. I'm going to go clean this damn thing up. That's so impressive from LVN to be able to drop in coverage, get depth, break down, and attack Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield one-on-one. Not one-on-one because Nixon slows him down. But you get my point. That is so damn impressive by Lucas Van Ness. And Micah Parsons continues to talk about Lucas Van Ness. There's a reason for that. He's not just saying it because he wants to, or because he has to. I mean, he's saying it because he wants to. I mean, look at this set, man. You got Gary. You got, I think it's Devontae Wyatt. And Zero Tech, you got, okay, Wyatt's moving. Never mind. Okay, you're really, yeah, okay, so you're just open up the middle here. You're like, okay, it's a passing down. Run up the middle if you please. Van Ness, man. And then you got Parsons. Ready? Swipe underneath. So damn quick. I mean, he did this all day to Sewell. Like, it was bad. Oh, it was Edgerrin Cooper with the missed tackle. Okay, so yeah, this was early. I have so many Cooper plays for you guys. And I'll probably make like a TikTok or something on Edgerrin Cooper in this game because it was phenomenal. But early on, he did miss a couple tackles, but way to clean it up and just like WWE tackle this guy. Look at LVN just like grab his shoulder pads and just like throw him. Ready? Just like, bang. I love it, dude. LVN, if he can take this next step up and the Packers can run more of the cheetah package like they did here, they're calling it the cheetah package. Let's go. All right, Reed 26 yards, 605. Oh, yeah, this is such a great read by Jordan Love. 3rd and 7. Again, the Packers early on, 4 for 4 on 3rd down. They started to slow down later in the game. I think they ended up like 4 for 10 or something, or 5 for 11, something like that. But early on is where it matters, obviously, if you can get up a couple scores. And Love right now seeing, okay, what does this look like, right? This looks like cover 3 or cover 1. You got one deep. Looks more so like cover 1 because you got your press corners. You're thinking man. Maybe man across the board, but you got kind of a safety and a robber role here, and he's not covered up. So you're thinking maybe cover 3 with a little bit of press here. What do the Lions do right at snap? Bail out into cover 2, right? Deep, corners stay flat. Where do you beat cover 2? Right in the middle. So not only did Jordan Love diagnose that, hey, this is, a disguised coverage here, and they bailed out into cover 2. Okay, where do you attack that? And you have a plan for this. You could also hit Kraft underneath if you wanted to, but it's 3rd and 7. Who knows if he gets across the sticks there? Kraft on a little block and release, little angle route. Maybe doesn't get to the sticks, probably doesn't. And everyone else, I mean, you could have maybe fired this hole shot here to Matthew Golden. You got that hole shot in cover 2, and the safety's got tons and tons of depth. So yeah, you probably could have fired the hole shot to Matthew Golden, but Breed's so damn wide open. So it's like, why wouldn't you? And a really nice throw. I mean, you got to get this over the linebacker and underneath the safety, right? This is very important in terms of throwing a seam. And look at the protection again. Look at Josh Jacobs picking up Brian Branch here. Brian Branch coming on a safety blitz. Jacobs picks him up. Got to get it right. Why were they dropping defensive ends into coverage, man? You aren't Lucas Van Ness. Don't try to be. I don't even know who that is. Look at a Madden creative player. Like, come on. Yeah, I don't know why they were doing this so much, but I'm glad the Packers were able to attack it. All right, moving on. 406, 406. Okay, next page. Scroll up. Yeah, here is the fade route on 3rd and 3 to Romeo Doubs. And I like the call, or I like the throw, should I say. It's just, you got to execute. You got to put this ball in a little bit better of a position. And I know a lot of people were after this were pointing, hey, you could also just take this Kraft check down for a first down. We're talking about 3rd and 3 here, which you're right. Kraft motions all the way out wide right, off the line. It's going to be a little bit of a delay release here to get Kraft open. A lot of picks across the board. Hey, they're in man coverage again. I think it's Aiden Hutchinson in coverage on Kraft. Like, again, you got to see that. And you could see it, man. Like, is it Hutchinson playing? What in the world? Oh, he's okay. He's in 3-point and then he just bails. Okay. Still, Love was kind of just, this is where I'm going. One-on-one. I don't mind taking one-on-one opportunities, and he has a chance at it. Just a little hair too high. But you got Kraft wide open across the middle here. Hutchinson, Kraft then has one-on-one against Brian Branch, or no, Kirby Joseph, which is a little scary. But I also believe Kraft would love to have that opportunity. So, you see Love throwing his hands up. Is he wanting a flag, or is he thinking Doubs bring that damn thing down? Yeah, Doubs, he'll make this play. That's why you live by this. Like, that's catchable. It's hard because he's kind of getting pushed. Like, this is a bang play. I wouldn't call PI on it, but he is kind of getting pushed down before the ball's even there. And he has a hand right in his face mask. That's a hard catch to make. I don't classify that as a drop. Look at the hand right in his eyeballs. I wouldn't classify it as a drop. I just slightly off for both players. But if Love holds on to this a hair longer, he's looking at it all through. Like, Love is like one-on-one right off the snap. I'm taking it. I don't even need to look at anyone else. And I like that. I like that. That's how you play football, right? You take your opportunities when they're given. But, in hindsight, you do see Kraft on Aiden Hutchinson for an easy first down. But I don't mind taking that at all. All right, Quay. All right, we have some Quay Walker plays. He had a hell of a game. But all these linebackers honestly had a hell of a game. All right. So Quay Walker right in the middle here. We have Bullard in the slot. We have Ewell and X at safeties. A little bit of a shift here after the motion. Quay Walker, right? Attack this screen. Get through all of those blockers and attack that damn thing. Quay Walker, it seems like he's starting to process things quicker, which is good. Obviously, being in the league, 4 years now? So that's really good to see. And he looks faster this year. He looks faster. He does. And he's not as fast as Edgerrin Cooper, but he's able, these are things in the past, especially last year. Lions would run play action into a screen. This would be wide open. And look, we do a great job at matching the hat count. They have 4 blockers, we have 4 defenders, and we also have Carrington Valentine coming in. So even if he got to the outside here, we have Valentine coming down. And it's 1st and 10 anyways, but great job by Quay Walker there. Really analyzing this, because the Lions love to do this. And it's really all they did all day was play action, throw back to the running back. But last year it cooked us. It absolutely cooked us. And yeah, he looks very explosive. Yeah, man, he does look good. So, good job by the Packers analyzing this. And Quay's just like, no, you're not going anywhere. And I think it's also Nixon in there. You love to see it. Where'd Nixon come from? Oh, go from the outside on a corner blitz and look at him chase this down. He's like, That's what's so big about this game. What I noticed is flying to the football, just swarming this damn thing. And that's not what we're used to seeing from the Packers too often, is everyone just swarming full speed to the football. It's like what you saw from the Eagles last year. All right. So let's go second quarter, 14-24. Here we go. Here's a Colby Wooden play. He had a hell of a day. Colby Wooden have a day at nose tackle. See him down in the inside here, and we'll switch this view for you guys in here in a second. But, these guards had a problem in this game. We had Christian Mahogany at left guard, who only saw 100 snaps last year. And then we have rookie Tate Ratledge. And, man, they had trouble. They had trouble all day. As much as, I think the Packers' D-line is good, this O-line, the interior O-line of the Lions was pretty atrocious. Like, first off, we have Graham Glasgow playing center. He didn't do a good job. Ragnow, is a much better option. He retired. But their guards were abysmal, and you could see it. I mean, I feel like they couldn't block anyone. Look at Mahogany just get absolutely overpowered here right off this punch. Bam. He's already off base. He's falling backwards. Colby Wooden's like, come here, son. Let me teach you something. Dude, Colby Wooden, man. This is crazy to see. Like, I did not expect him to be starting nose tackle week 1. Like, at all. But hell of a play by Wooden here. Let's plug that thing up. Perfect. All right, here's like a massive one. I was talking about swarm into the football. This is like the perfect example of that. So it's going to be a Gibbs handoff to the left. Mainly you want to watch Edgerrin Cooper here, but just watch everyone so explosive towards the football. Just watch everyone here, right? Bounces outside. Watch everyone flow to this thing. I mean, we have like 5. Look at everyone just diving in. Let me get a piece of that. Everyone's just throwing their bodies. You love it, dude. And honestly, Hafley, hell of a coach. Like he's coaching these guys to play physical, play downhill. Look at this. You just see, look at like McDuffie. Like this play, like clearly Gibbs is getting tackled. But I love this. McDuffie's like, I don't care. I'm still throwing my body in there. He's going down. Like, I love it, dude. I absolutely love it. And Edgerrin Cooper coming from this opposite side, right? Handoff. Cooper's like, okay, engaging this block because he still could hit this hole right here. We have Quay. We have Coop. Coop goes, oh, he's trying to bounce that thing? Hell no. I'm getting over there. Oh, man. You love to see it. You really, really love to see it. These are plays that Pat. Even look at Valentine getting in there. Look at the outside. Ready? Watch Valentine come up. First shed the blocks at Savon Williams. Get the hell out of the way. Bam! Right in there. Oh, man. I love it. You love to see it. And Bullard getting in there, getting a little bit of action in there. Dude, McDuffie flying at the end is... I think that might be my favorite part. Watch McDuffie just... Oh, come on, man. It's so great. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. Oops, I accidentally moved my chat. Sorry, give me a second. Come on. Really? That's what we're doing. All right, let me get that set up. All right, cool. All right, moving to the next play. We have more Edgerrin Cooper. Cooper was like started to really, really heat up in this game. McDuffie was just standing around a lot because he didn't have much to do. Yeah, he really did. He was great. It was good. When your defense, so many people are doing so many things, makes your job a lot easier. All right, this is a Edgerrin Cooper play, of course. There's a ton of them. Here we are. Handoff right. Cooper, right in the run lane. Switch the view real quick. What Cooper does so well is just, his speed and just like swiping by blockers and just using like kind of like a crossover move, kind of like a sidestep to just like just get right by him. And he's so fast that a lot of times linemen are just caught reaching, just like right here, reaching, can't get a hand on him. Quay too here, man. Everyone, right? Flying to the football. Everyone just meet at the ball carrier, right? Love it. Love to see it. This front seven is so good. I mean, it has a chance. This defense literally has a chance to be the best in the league. It really, really does. All right, 927. Oh man, this is probably. Oops, this is the wrong 927. There's another one. This is probably my favorite throw, just because it's something that like Love struggled with, in years past, of connecting on the deep ball on a post, on a deep post. First, you have Dobbs on the outside, play action. Look at Jacob stick that block, and then Love just airmails that thing. Boom, perfectly to Romeo Dobbs, and that's so much emotion out of Dobbs. I love it. Like. If we're seeing that emotion out of Dobbs, I think we may actually win the Super Bowl. I think we may. What you love to see here, is the pass protection too. It give the ability of Love to stand in this thing and not be pressured and have a clean pocket. You know, you run play action. Look at Endzone. He's screaming in here. Jacobs, no, sir. That's what I'm saying. Jacobs did a really good job pass protection as well. I mean, look across the board. You got Elton and Banks double teaming. You got Rasheed Walker on the left side. You have Zach Tom, you know, blocking Hutchinson long enough. A little bit of a stunt. And Jacobs didn't really see the stunt coming, but Tom does an excellent job at noticing, hey, Jacobs isn't rotating off that stunt. I gotta stick with Hutch and at least get him a little bit longer. And look at this throw. Shoot, right there. Right in between two defenders. Really good throw by Love here. Great route by Dobbs, too. Just a simple post route, but, you know, kind of leans on him outside, pushes that defender further outside. Nice grab. Nice grab through contact. All right, we have the Reed touchdown. This is a 2-play drive. When's the last time the Packers really had a 2-play drive? Like, honestly. I feel like I don't remember the last time. This is an awesome, awesome play. Awesome setup. Again, the Lions wanted to come out here and be physical, play man coverage, and in the past it worked. But Matt LaFleur and the Green Bay Packers had an answer for it. They had an answer for it. And here's a great answer against man coverage. Right? You run a little switch wheel, right? So you kind of have delay release, Wicks just pushing inside, switch release, delay, hit the wheel. And look at Wicks. Wicks is like, yes, sir. Dude, one of the most fun things to do, because you know, I still play like flag football. And one of the most fun things to do, honestly, as a receiver, you know, obviously catching the ball. But when you're doing things like this, at least in my opinion, it's so fun to watch that come to, you know, fruition of being a receiver, making a pick and just watching your teammate get wide open because of it and score a touchdown. It's such a hype thing. Wicks 100% knew. And he's like, yeah, you're good. Wick's goal here isn't to go get open. Wick's goal is to muddy this whole thing up. And that's exactly what he did. Without, like last year, remember the Lions defender kind of like ran into, I think it was it Wicks? It might have been Wicks, and they called a flag on it, even though he just like, it was Watson. It was Watson. You know, you gotta muddy it up, but also like get out of the way so that player doesn't slam into you and fall. So really good job by Wicks there. Beautiful route and just, I mean, perfect touch pass. Just float that thing. That is a dime, ladies and gentlemen. That is a dime. Here, we'll see it here a little bit. You know, Lions showing like pretty much cover zero here. I think it's cover one hole. You know, you have Kirby kind of falling back into this middle zone here. It don't matter. Look at this dime. Terry Arnold get cooked. Terry Arnold, I saw a tweet yesterday that he put out. I think it was the day before the schedule came out. He said, "Oh, you guys can't guess who we're playing week 1. Wait until tomorrow, then come back to this tweet." Okay, all right, Terry, and you got cooked all day. Wait until we see. I guess. Good job. All right, let's 428 in the. Wait, no, it's still second. Yeah, 428 in the second. Here's another Quay Walker play. Another Quay Walker play. Here's Quay at the mic, right? It's going to be a no gain from Jahmyr Gibbs to the left side. Packers did such a good job in run defense here, but I thought the Lions were going to run it down their throat all day. Okay. Yeah, not when you have backers like this. That's the one thing. You know, Colby Wooden had a great day, but man, like, it doesn't only matter who's at nose tackle when you have backers like this that can fight through blocks, get through blocks quickly, and just fill run lanes, right? Like Quay Walker has a blocker on him, but he gets right by him by his speed, gets right in that run hole, and stops this thing. And again. Poor play by these interior linemen by the Lions. We actually have Carl Brooks, nose tackle in this instance, and he does a good job at, you know, kind of just muddying this thing up, and then Quay's right there to finish it up. Right? You have Mahogany, or you have Graham Glasgow trying to get second level to Quay, and just, I mean, what is this? Like, Graham Glasgow, what are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing? You're getting married Saturday and won't be able to watch next game due to setting the venue up. Hey, man. Well, first off, congratulations, Jacob. And second off, you know, I won't be able to even watch the game Thursday because same as well. I'm going on a bachelor trip, so for my wedding. So kind of similar. So I'm with you, man. I'm with you. But, hopefully we get a win Thursday. All right, here we go. What do we have? Oh, yeah. This is what we have right here. We have that interception. All created by Micah Parsons here, but even more so on Evan Williams' part. Thoughts on Stackhouse? I think Wooden had a great game. I didn't see much of Stackhouse. I think he only had like 8 snaps, so I haven't really looked into him too much, to be honest with you. Look at Micah Parsons here on Sewell. Guess what? Guess what movie's gonna do? Ready? Swipe. Sewell, dude. I mean, how many times can you get beat by the same move? Like, dude. I was told Sewell's gonna lock Parsons up. Okay. Dude, look at Evan Williams on this play. Look how far off he is the line of scrimmage. We're talking 12 yards, 11 and a half yards on the snap, 12 yards. And he knows it's a quick stick here. And it's set up to look, it's a cover 2 robber is what this is. It's set up to look like cover 2 here. And then we're going to have the slot defender bail to the flat, deep third, robber, rotate, deep third, bail to the flat. Ready? Watch this pre-snap. Ready? See? Bail to middle third, deep third, bail flat, robber. And that's why a robber is so, is something that you can utilize as a defense to get turnovers, because you're quite literally robbing, the zone. That Goff pre-snap right here sees bail. Okay, well, I'm going to have a quick stick. Wide open St. Brown. No, thank you. All right. Really, really good play and disguise coverage by the Packers here to line up, what looks like cover 2 or a cover 4. Or, right here, it kind of looks like cover 4. And even off the snap, you could still think it's cover 4 because the corners are bailing. And you see 2 deep safeties. So right now, Goff is probably thinking cover 4. Okay, we're going to have flat. This linebacker is not going to be able to get over to St. Brown. So I have this quick stick. No, you don't, because we got a robber down low, and it's a cover 2 robber. Easy interception. I wouldn't say easy interception, but hell of a play by Evan Williams. Let's go ahead and look at Endzone view real quick. You're not going to be able to see too much because it's kind of tight here, but might as well at least see if we can see something a little bit here. Look at Parsons. I guess we could look at Parsons. That's what we can do. Watch Parsons. Dominated Penei Sewell. Oh my God. He put him in a blender, man. All game. Look at J-Mo's release. Wait, hold on. Let me see this. Let me see this $27 million man's release. So let's watch this up here. Let's check this out. Was Dion streaming? Yeah, I think he was during the game. He didn't look too happy. Nah, Dion's my guy. Oh my God. I mean, it's a delay release. Like, I think he's supposed to do that, but it didn't look like he had tons of effort even at the top of the route. He's like, oh shit, here we go. Yeah. I mean, Goff should have went there, honestly. Goff should have went there. All right, here we go. Okay, so a lot of people are talking about that direct snap. I don't mind it. I forgot why I wrote down this play. I guess just because. Oh, yeah, I know why I wrote down this play. So this is like right after the interception, 3rd and 1, direct snap. Just didn't work. I think Aaron Brooks. Did he get. No, it's not even Aaron Brooks. It's. Who got walked there? Who got walked? Is that Sean Ryan? Damn. I think it was DJ Reader walking back Sean Ryan here. That really blew that up. But what I want you to watch here. Watch Luke Musgrave blocking Aiden Hutchinson. Get out of this play. Aiden Hutchinson, man. I mean, I know he's returning from a pretty significant injury. But, I mean, he had, 0 tackles in this game? I don't think he had a tackle. I think I saw a stat that the kicker, Jack Bates, had more tackles than Aiden Hutchinson in this game. I mean, when you're getting blocked by Luke Musgrave and you can't even get by him, come on. Yeah, I wasn't huge on the play call, but also it's like hindsight's 20/20, man. 13:34. What was the 1 3rd down where we handed it to Jacobs? I think it was in the 3rd quarter. I'll try to find it, but it was an RPO, and Love should have pulled that thing down. I didn't write that down, but I'll try to find it as we go along here. Here's another Edgerrin Cooper play because, you know, there's a limited amount of them. I think he's right here. It's going to be a play action, pass to Gibbs. I mean, this is all they had all day. And watch Cooper just flow to this thing. Gibbs trying to cut back, slips on the turf a little bit. Doesn't matter. Cooper would have had him dead to rights. This is all they had. This is literally all they had. Is play action. All right, let's throw a little 2-yard pass to Gibbs. 10 catches, 36 yards is the lowest amount of yards for 10 catches in NFL history. I don't care that they had this all day because they didn't gain anything off of it. Like, dink and dunk all you want. Cool. You didn't score a touchdown until garbage time. You live by that. It's all they had. They had nothing going vertical, and the Packers played so sound on the back end. Like, all day. All day they played sound. And you could see why, man. Like, I don't know if it's just a lack of Ben Johnson, but, like, this is like some McCarthy type routes. Like, they're all, like, deep developing isolations, right? Like, first off, you got Valentine just sticking. Who's 84 here? Shane Zylstra. I don't even know who that is. Like, yeah, you remain physical. Do we have, who's at the top? Is that Bullard covering this wheel? No, we've X on Laporta. 2 on the post. Like, there's nothing developing that's good. I don't know. I think it is a lack of Ben Johnson, honestly. But then, you know, you see Ben Johnson last night, but it's also like Caleb couldn't make a damn throw in the second half, so I don't know. All right, let's, what are we at? 11-10. Okay, 11-10. This is oh yeah, this is a good play. This is a Nixon tackle for loss, but really made by Edgerrin Cooper here. It's a handoff to Gibbs right, and watch Edgerrin Cooper right. Again, his speed to just like pretty much just juke out the blocker. Watch again, Graham Glasgow, trash. Ready? Can't get hands on me. Cooper misses a tackle, but honestly, like, it makes the play even worse for Gibbs. He turns him around. Gibbs like, wait, which way am I running? Oh, I'm running this way. And then Nixon comes up and cleans that thing up. You know, that's still a positive, extreme positive play for Edgerrin Cooper, even though he didn't wrap that up. You know, how this ended in -6 yards is even better. But you do want to see Cooper just, you know, fully wrap that thing up. But, I mean, the fact that Cooper, like, missed a tackle, but still was, like, on his, like, knee, still trying to attempt a tackle the second time. You know, you can see the effort by Edgerrin Cooper here. First to get by Glasgow, get underneath, miss a tackle. Okay, I'm not giving up on this play. I'm jumping right back up. I'm going after him again. Oh, wait, third time. I'm going after getting in there, right? So, like, you love the effort from Cooper regardless. Like, regardless. And he created this play. Like, without Cooper there, like, without Cooper making this play, you know, Gibbs might be able to right into the end zone, you know, depending. But obviously, Packers don't play with 10 people. They play with 11. So, 506. Here we go. Coop is a beast, man. Coop's awesome. Coop is awesome. So, this is a Lucas Van Ness sack. Here's the cheetah package. We got Parsons. I think that's Brooks. LVN right here at interior defensive line. Gary on the edge. I mean, he just puts Mahogany on skates. LVN. You would think Mahogany wearing rollerblades here. Look at him. He's like, God damn it. He's like, I didn't sign up for this shit. On the ground, just kicking the ground. You having a temper tantrum. Also, dude, he probably kicked because watch Rashawn Gary just. I did not notice that. Not only did Mahogany get absolutely dogged on this play, he just took a body slam by Rashawn Gary at the tail end of it. Ready? Bam! Right on the top. That's probably why he kicked, dude. I feel bad laughing, but I don't think he got hurt, so we're chilling. I mean, he got absolutely walked, man. And then watch Rashawn Gary. Bam! That's gotta hurt. You're already lost. You're already in the dumps. And then you just get absolutely just your face mask jammed into the ground by Rashawn Gary's whole upper body. You already just got absolutely dog walked by LVN. And you're just like holding on for dear life. And then just bam. Oh, man. See, this is why I love film Tuesdays after a win like this, because you could just I don't know why that was a half a sack, honestly. I think because Gary right there. Like Gary got the half a sack just by kind of, I don't know. Oh man, you love it. You love it. All right, we got a handful of plays left. 2:14. Where is the I'm trying to think where that third down run is. It's like 3rd and 2, and the Packers end up running it. I think it's in the third quarter. Did I miss it? 3rd and 1. I think it's this one. All right, I'm going to go back for a second and see if it's this. Because a lot of people are like, I hate this. Yeah, it is this. A lot of people are like, terrible play call by LaFleur. But let me just like explain something to you guys real quick. This is on Love. Like, this is on Love. Look outside. You got 3 receivers. You got 2 defenders, right? You got a backer here that could maybe shoot out quickly. Maybe an end drops, maybe. But if you're Love, this is what you have to read. This is an RPO. There's a reason Reed is bubbling here, and these 2 receivers are looking up to block. Love has to throw this RPO 10 out of 10 times reading this play. Look how stacked the box is. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 defenders in the box to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. You have to throw this bubble. You have to know pre-snap the hack count, what it is. Like, where do you win at the hack count? It's outside. Like, Love has to see this right here, and you see linebacker, edge, everyone else is accounted for. Maybe Banks gets second level to Anzalone. You have to throw this RPO. This is not a poor play call. This is a fine play call. This would work. If he throws the RPO, we're probably talking about a pretty decent game here. Love has to RPO this to the bubble. Has to. That's one thing that Love does need to work on. Like we saw it in the past couple of years. His RPO decision making is a little suspect at times. You have to throw this bubble here to Jaden Reed. But it's not a poor play call. It's not. Simply, it's not. All right, we have 2:14 in the third. 2:14 in the third. Here we go. Here's a nice run by Jacobs. Running game started to kind of get cooking at the end of the third, start of the fourth. Love Kennard here, man. This is after Tom went out with injury. And Kennard comes in at right tackle and does a fine job run blocking here. A little bit of a pull here, right? Kennard, Anzalone. Hello. Gains nice 10 yards here. And Jacobs just does what Jacobs does best. Puts his head down. Run through defenders. Drive his feet. Gain an extra 2 yards. Love to see this pull by Kennard. Second level. Anzalone. Bam. Right in the run hole. Nice job by Kennard. And he might have to start this week. So at least he got some snaps under his belt in this game. All right. We have, 9 seconds. Here's a fade to Jaden Reed, 3rd and 5. You'd like to see this completed. I think it was a perfect throw. I think it's the only drop that PFF gave a Packers player in this game. And, it's debatable. Like, would you consider a drop? I probably would, just because I feel like Reed, given the type of receiver that he is, should have had this. It's a tough catch. I'm not going to deny that. It's a beautiful throw by Jordan Love here. He's got simple 9 by Jaden Reed, and late hands, super late hands, just doesn't bring that thing down. Hits him square in the hands. It's a tough catch. But this is the right read for Love. This is the 1v1 opportunities, right? You have to take. We have Kraft kind of floating out to the left in case Love needs a check down. He's got Anzalone on him. We have, who comes out of that slot? Who's this? Golden? I think it's Golden. You have a safety down low and Branch. Branch is only moving because Love's already thrown the ball. He would have tracked Golden if Love even looked that way. Golden would have been locked up. Outside, Dobbs, deep stop route, a little too late. Safety's middle, late to get over to the left. That's your one-on-one opportunity. You take that. And, you just pray that next time Jaden Reed comes down with it, which he will. He will next time. Like, imagine, like, look at the catch last year against the Rams, right? Like, Jaden Reed can make this play. It's just, you're not going to make it every single time. But luckily, the Packers were up 17-6 and we're in field goal range here, so it doesn't matter too much. But It's a tough throw. It's a tough catch. I mean, it's a very tough catch. Let's put it half speed just to kind of show you guys real quick. It's a very tough catch. That's for sure. Beautiful throw. Look at the spin on that thing. Look at the velocity. High outside. Bam. Yeah. I mean, I consider that a drop. It's a hard catch. I can't deny that. All right, fourth quarter, we have 15 minutes. We have a Rashawn Gary sack. Should have just almost been a safety here, but Gary kind of did him a service here by pulling him back into the field of play. We have Elvion on the one side, Gary on the other. We have Wooden, Wyatt, and Gary on the outside just beats Taylor Decker inside, just pushes him, power, bull rush, wraps up Jared Goff while being blocked, 1 yard line. Nice play by Rashawn Gary. Nice play. You're saying, am I the only one that heard Romo say something about the Lions scoring a touchdown right before the Tesla catch? I didn't hear that. I mean, we can look at it, and what was the play before the Tesla catch? Nice play, Rashawn Gary, man. This D-line came to play, on Sunday. All right, we have some more. We have Edgerrin Cooper, of course. We have more Edgerrin Cooper. Any news on Zach Tom? I'm sure we'll get some today. The Packers had a practice yesterday. They didn't actually practice. It's an estimation. It was listed as an oblique injury, though. So I guess that do they have to put hit pointer? Like, is an oblique injury? Could that be considered a hit pointer? I'm not too sure. Edgerrin Cooper, bam, right in the hole. Awesome run fit by Edgerrin Cooper here. And, they're already backed up on their goal line. So you're almost guaranteeing like they're going to try to run here to gain a little bit of extra space, especially when you bring a receiver in like that. And Edgerrin Cooper does a great job just squeezing through. All right, getting a little skinny here. And just meeting, was it David Montgomery? Yeah, that's a hard guy to bring down. That is a hard guy to bring down. And then we have right after that, Colby Wooden. And yeah, like I said, Wooden had a wonderful day, but this is also like just such a bad showing by this interior offensive line, especially on this play. I mean, it's like it's the parting of the Red Sea here. I don't know what in the world this line, like that's not how you do this. Again, I don't know offensive linemen the best, or offensive line like protections and run blocking. Like I don't know too much about it, to be honest. But I know you don't do this. I know you don't do this. Like that is, I think Tate believes. I really don't know what Tate Ratledge is doing here. You see Glasgow split out. And then he's working back to Parsons to put 3 blockers on him. And then you have Sewell coming up field to hit next level, which is fine. But did he expect Glasgow to just stick Wooden? But you could see that he didn't. What? I really don't know. But good job, Wooden, just being there, man. And then look at Quay Walker piggyback. I love it. The energy on Sunday was awesome. All right, 12:01. Here we go. This is a Darian Kennard play again. I thought it was a nice block to the outside. We have Golden, motion, handoff, Jacobs, and Kennard against Aiden Hutchinson, sealing that edge. Nice run by Jacobs. Let's get the next view. Wyatt and the center double teams Wyatt and is supposed to get Wooden. Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to leave him unblocked in the middle of the right where your running back's running, that's for sure. Really nice job by Kennard just sealing Hutchinson here on the outside. Open up that run lane for Jacobs to get 15 yards. Nice run. Then we have the Jacobs touchdown. Again, Jacobs started to heat up later in this game. Early on, it was a little rough, but hey, it's all good. It's about how you finish. And this was a nice run block by Banks here. Just completely open up that run lane. I mean, he's pushing 57 or 51. Who's 51? Who is that? Roy Lopez just out of this play and really just open up this run lane. Got Walker, Kraft, Banks. Look at Elton Jenkins too, man. Even Sean Ryan, kind of losing leverage there, but just driving that player into the ground. I think is that Reader? I can't tell. 98. Is that who we're looking at? Yeah, 98. Who's 98? 98 is DJ Reader. So, Sean Ryan kind of losing leverage, but then just drive, pancake him. And then, again, Aaron Banks doing a really good job here. Sealing that outside. Good job. We have a couple more. About 4 more. 7:52. Devontae Wyatt pressure here. Devontae Wyatt had a really nice game as well. He ended this game really well. He had a pressure in this, and then a couple plays after this had a sack on 4th down. Devontae Wyatt right here. Again, against Tate Ratledge, who, awful game. Have you, but the reason players have awful games because they go against players like this. Good pressure by Wyatt right up the gut to pressure, Jared Goff. Still gets this thing off, still completes it, but nice instant tackle by Javon Bullard. We have a final Edgerrin Cooper play. 7:29 right after this. This was a phenomenal read and react in zone coverage by Edgerrin Cooper. Dropping back right off this snap. Right, going to the flat, but then attacking Gibbs on this quick check down. Bam. I mean, nowhere to go. And that's what Gibbs had all day. Quick catch, nowhere to go. I mean, Cooper almost knocks this thing out. It's an impressive catch by Gibbs. The amount of force, boom. Gibbs has nowhere to go. Wrap him up, drive him back. Let's go, Edgerrin Cooper. Okay, 6:42. 2 more plays. 2 more plays. 2 more plays. That's 9 consecutive games with a touchdown for Jacobs. Yeah, I think it is. Here's that Devontae Wyatt sack, 4th and 2. I think double A gap mug. I think we both bail out here. Both linebackers bail. Yep. Packers show, looks like cover 3 off a double A gap. And Devontae Wyatt gets right in there. Right through the middle. Again, just Graham Glasgow played like absolute garbage. I'm not going to lie. Like, he did not look good at all at center. And these guards, they're new, but, like, Graham Glasgow's a veteran. Like, you got to be better. You got to be better, dude. Like, look at this. Actually, that was Tate Ratledge. That wasn't even Glasgow, but still. Glasgow had a bad game. Awesome, awesome play by Devontae Wyatt. And here's the thing, guys. Like, the Packers don't even have Nate Hobbs yet. Like, there's so much more this defense can be physical. Like, Nate Hobbs might be our most physical player on defense, and the fact that Packers remained this physical in this game still is such a great sight to see. Even Parsons here, man. Just look at the bend and, like, the leverage he created. Look at the bend there. I mean, just pushing Sewell back with just absolute pure strength. While look at the bend on Parsons, dude. It's crazy. Like, this guy is generational. And the fact that the Cowboys traded him at 26 years old is just malpractice. And we might as well finish off with Micah Parsons and the terrific sack he had in this game that really just capped everything off. You're up 27-6. It's 2nd and 10. Close this damn thing out. 4 minutes remain. And Micah Parsons does exactly that. He just spawned out of nowhere and just hit 18.48 miles an hour on that. Look at the sideline, guys. Look at the energy that Parsons brought this game to everyone. The morale boost. Not only making just an absolutely phenomenal play here, but look at everyone on this. Look at the coaches. They're so hyped. You got the coach even trying to hold all the players back. He's like, come on, get to the sideline. We can't get a penalty here. Pointing at Parsons. Oh, man. This might be my favorite play of the game. It just felt like just the cherry on top. And I said it in live stream, and I saw a bunch of meme pages post it, because I think we all had the same idea. Like, this is like a National Geographic show where you have just like the gazelle prancing around there, not noticing the cheetah and the lion behind him, and then just get absolutely destroyed. Like, that's how this felt live. And I know a lot of people had a similar thought because a lot of people posted that same exact thing. I mean, 18.48 miles an hour to chase down a quarterback in the 4th quarter. Oh, but a back injury. Yeah, he's got a back injury. He had to take an epidural. That maybe allowed him to do this, right? Because the epidural, just gave him like a little speed boost. It was like a little perk he got from the epidural or something, a little speed boost perk. So, yeah, back injury, right? Yeah. That's a back injury right there if I've ever seen one. That's 100%. Yeah, garbage time up 27-6, 4th quarter, 4 minutes playing. back injury. That's what that screams all day, every day, right? Like, yeah, we're worried about that. That's what that screams. Crazy. Absolute crazy that actually, got any traction. But that's all the plays I have, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I think my OBS just randomly disconnected, so hopefully that reconnects. Let me move my chat real quick to somewhere else, and I can try to figure this out. Why is my comments doing this? What are we doing? Let me move back to this screen. I think my OBS is still good. Let me check my live stream. But I really appreciate you guys coming by. Was a blast. We were in here for an hour? Dan, there was a lot of good plays, huh? There was a lot of good plays, wasn't there? That's for damn sure. But yeah, guys, that was the first film review of 2025, and I hope we have more like this, because that was fun. That was fun. If you guys could leave a like on the stream, it helps support my channel a ton. Helps with the whole YouTube algorithm, of course. It's free to do. And if you stop by and you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you went down and clicked the subscribe button. It helps with the channel, gets more viewers on the channel. And if you enjoy this type of content, you'll find it here, every week. Every week we do film reviews, we do game live streams, injury reports, PFF breakdowns, you name it. Any news that the Packers have, you'll find here right on this channel. Commanders next. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Sinister Jackal. Commanders next. Commanders next. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to head out of here. There should be an injury report later. So I will release a video later. I didn't do one yesterday because of an estimation. It's like, why? But I'll release one later. It'll have a bunch of injury updates, I'm sure. But the real one will be tomorrow with the designation. So be on the lookout for that one as well. But really appreciate you guys coming by. I'll catch you all in the next one. And as always, go Pack, go.